Good evening, everyone. We're going live, and I'm just trying to adjust my camera so you can see what we're doing. But we're going live for a DIY. I'm gonna move some of my stuff, and I'm kind of while I'm waiting for a few to come in. I'm gonna get myself together. Hello everyone, and I'm not able to read the comments, but we're going live for a DIY, and I'm trying to make sure you let me know if you can hear me. But what we're creating tonight, we're creating a hurricane candle holder. And so what you're going to need to create this DIY, you're going to need your 2 hurricane vases. You're going to need 2 glass candle holders. You're going to need you some gems, the holographic glitter, the beaded necklace, E6000, your Mod Podge, your scissors, your glue gun, and your glue stick, and the paintbrush. And what we're going to do first, you guys, I want to do my glitter first. So we're going to glitter out the bottom vases. And hold one second, let me adjust my sound, you guys. Let me adjust my volume to make sure that you can actually hear me well. But we're going to start, and let me edit this out. I'm getting it there. All right. Open this up. I'm glad to be back. My leg is doing a little bit better. So I'm glad of that. Yes, I am glad of that. So, but what we're doing first is I'm adding my Mod Podge to the hurricane. And I have already cleaned the hurricane, everyone. So I'm just adding my Mod Podge. Now, normally, you can work this in sections. Sometimes I just think I'd be in a hurry to finish a piece, and I'll just go ahead and Mod Podge the whole piece. Just when you're doing this, it's just whatever works best for you. But I just wanted to come on and trying to get used to the live feeds. But my leg is doing better. It's still not at its best. And I have it propped up under the table here. But I have it propped up. And we're going to get this ready. And I wanted to do a couple of live video feeds because when we upload them, because of the editing, we'll edit out a lot of things that we do. I had someone ask me, what does it take to do a video in real time? So I said, well, the best way, or to me, the only way you can actually do a real time, even if I tell you it took me 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever, is for you to actually see one in real time. So what I'm doing, I got my Mod Podge, we're just shaking it on. And as you can tell by this color, you kind of should know where it's going to go. And you guys, I am a fan of the holographic glitter. Because I tell you, the holographic glitter looks like it has fabric flakes in it. So it just gives you a better overall look. And I normally coat most of my pieces twice. And that's just something I do to tap off the excess glitter. And I'm going to go ahead and glitter both of my pieces so that I can have them drying while I'm doing the top, while I'm installing the gems. So we have this one. Do another layer of Mod Podge. And you got, I found that Walmart carries the extra large Mod Podge, and I think it's like 38 or 40 ounces bottle, and it's only 11 bucks. To me, it's the best bang for your buck. So we're gonna go ahead and Mod Podge this one as well. And I'm trying to see the chats. Okay. And we're gonna Mod Podge this one. How has everyone's Vlogtober been going? I started out, and I actually had my surgery because I told you guys, well, I don't know if you didn't catch the video, I batch film. So even coming up to my surgery, I batch film, and normally I batch film for like a week or two at a time. So I had videos already sitting in queue, just waiting to be uploaded. And normally I bounce back quicker, but they had already told me that it was probably going to be a little minute with my leg. You guys, can you see what I'm doing? Okay. My niece says, I can't see what you're doing. So, and I'm going to adjust my angle or slide back here. But I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just getting this glitter on. I'm getting the glitter on. I'm just doing a nice heavy coat. And we're going to let that start to dry. And once it dries, we'll go in and add another coat. And while that's drying, I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to sit this and this here. Clean up. We're cleaning that up, okay. I'll sit that there. So we got that there. I'm going to just slide this forward out of the way. I'm going to come back to make sure. Now I'm even farther away, but that's okay. So what we're doing next is we're adding the gems. Now when I get through, I'm going to glue this to this, but I want that doing this thing there first. And I'm going to glue. And I don't want none of the big oversized gems in here. It doesn't matter. It's like 5 slices in this big container, and I want all of them except for the extra large ones. So, and I did not pick up my pick-me-up stick. But, and how I'm doing this, you guys, is, and I was looking for my Fix All adhesive and I couldn't find it, but we're using the E6000. So I'm just rubbing it on. And it's already kind of tacky. And when you're doing the E6000, you do want to start it. You want it to be then begin to get tacky, so it can stick better. So all I'm doing is this. We're just adding the gems on. And I'm just coming around in a circle. I'm just coming around that bottom like that. And I know that's probably not showing you a good picture of it. But we're coming around the bottom. And I didn't grab my pick-me-up stick, but normally I can get these put on fairly fast. So we're going to just still go ahead and line up my gems. And when you do this too, you guys, make sure you do this in sections as well. You know, you probably don't want to go as far as I did, but because of this process, I do kind of work it a little fast. I'll stretch it. So we're just adding our gems in. I've been in, I had to go back to the doctor about my leg because I failed. If I don't soon answer a phone call from her, I thought I told her I was going live, so she'll give me a second before she called. But if I don't answer here shortly, she'll call the FBI, she'll call my husband, she'll call everybody. Well, they all will, because I was sleeping the day before yesterday after I got back from the doctor, and I did not hear the phone, and they all went on panic mode to see if something had happened or I had fell and got hurt inside of the house, and no one was in here but me. Yep, so I'll have to make sure I give her a call, and I'm gonna let you guys see, because like I tell you, the gems, I work these pretty good on adding them in. And we're gonna just work this in. Yep. But yeah, I went back to the doctor. He said that for my fall, I bust my sutures, or I bust my stitches back open, which actually is probably going to delay my healing process just a little. I told him this is the first time in a long time where I have went a whole month. Because Wednesday will be a whole month. I have went a whole month kind of sitting still. And I was like, well, you know, they was like, well, maybe you need it. I know you need it. You move around too much. But you guys, home decor and DIYs and changing stuff out, I just love it. I change stuff out. But I am ready. I told him I'm just waiting on him. When he say I can drive, all bets is off. I'm ready to get back to my, what I consider my actual real normal schedule. Because right now I'm not on my normal schedule. And I had to tell him the medication was actually, I don't like to take medicine that just makes me sleep. Because I tell him, I say, it seems like I'm just sleeping or wasting my life away. I don't like that. You see that, you guys? And I'll go all the way around first. I always do the whole bottom section. And then I'll section it off in pieces. So we're going to come on around. And we're gonna come on around so we can, and I will tell you, if you're doing this, my rule of thumb is to use fix all adhesive. And the reason being on that is on some of your pieces, because the E6000 costs you more, you want to save your money, or at least I do. I tell you, you know, when you begin to do a lot of DIYs, you'll realize that, okay, what can I do to get my biggest bang for my buck? And on projects like this, to me, your biggest bang for your buck is your fix all adhesive on projects like this. So I'm still just adding them in and circling around, and it doesn't matter whichever piece my hand grabs, it's the piece I add on. There's no, you know, rhyme or reason or what I'm adding in or not adding in first. I'm just adding my pieces in. And you guys, I think what I am going to still start doing is at least once a week, I am going to do a live DIY on live. I think that's, well, that is the plan, not what I think, that is the plan. Because you're going to see, like you saw the one video, which I haven't got the other one up because this has had me down longer than expected. The revamping and rehashing series, I got my project sitting, and I got a couple of them videos that I've begun to film that I haven't finished. So you know, and I just felt like I wanted to do something in here today. So what I did, I got up and did a different kind of fall video. Now I did do that one today, but it was the only time that my husband actually allowed me to get up and move around the way I did. So I told him, I said, well, I want to do a DIY, and I know I can film, and I said I want to go live, which since I'm sitting and still have my leg elevated here, you know, which was fine with him. He says he's trying to make sure he take good care of me because there's only one of me here on this earth. But I go back Tuesday, and if they give me the release back to normal activities, you will see that revamping and rehashing, and also the Know Your City series that I actually got put into place that I'm having to work on. So we'll do that as well. This way I didn't got so far, you guys. I done that all the way around. And all I'm doing is just catching it and filling it in. Yep, that's all I'm doing. I'm just catching it. And some spots where my glue has drained down because I do have it upside down. I'm just making sure I catch all the spots where my glue is running to. And we're going to do, and by the time I get about halfway finished with this, I'll check my other vase. I'll check my hurricanes to see if I'm needing to go ahead and add more glitter on there. And if I do, we'll go ahead and do that while I finish off with this. So by the time we do finish this portion of the DIY, the hurricanes will be completely dry. So we're just getting them added on in. And also too, you guys, please make sure you go over and check out Simply Carla, Simply Carla Jones. Go over and check out her channel. Carla, thank you for the gifts and the giveaway as well. Go over and check out her channel. I'm loving the pumpkin spice coffee. I had some of it this morning. Yes, but please go over and check out her channel and her content. Also, too, is another newbie. It's called Gma Baby, Gma Babies. I'm liking their. She's just coming on and learning. Please check out her channel as well. Because you guys, everything we're doing on here, this is, you know, YouTube is just like a support system. At least I think so. We can support each other. We can encourage each other. And to help each other grow and become successful. Because you guys, I actually started my outlet was because I've always done DIYs and crafts for years. And I would do crafts for a while, then I would quit. I would do crafts for a while, then I would quit. Hey, Cassandra. I would do crafts for a while and I would quit. But I've always, probably for at least 15, no, my son is 26. I've been doing crafts for about 25 years, a long time. But, and I would do them and stop, and come back, you know, picking them up. But when I got sick 7 years ago, and being sick and down and out and, you know, kind of shut in, you know, to myself, really not to myself, but just shut in because I always felt like I was kind of to myself even when I had people around me all the time, you know. And I was talking, I was like, Lord, I have to do something because like this thing is like getting the best of me. Then he told me to create an outlet. So, and I started back crafting. So, yes, it does sound good right now, Cassandra. I need me a good cup of coffee too. Now, what I did, I started back crafting and DIYing, and I promise you, this thing took on a whole nother meaning for me because DIYing and crafting actually became my therapy. It was the thing that got me through the rough spots and still through the rough spots. You know, in my family, they was like, well, they know it's like, well, she's not feeling herself. So if she's not feeling herself, she's always messing. And it's one of the things that I do, you know, so I can keep some normal consistency to my life. Because I tell anybody, you know, if you was counted out, because I was counted out of the race, yeah, they called hospice in for my family, and it didn't look so well for myself. But I tell everybody, before this journey began for me, I tell everybody, I say, the Lord had already told me, he says, you're getting ready to go through some things, but you're gonna go through some things shipwrecked. So he said, but you're gonna go through. So, and that's the one thing though, even at its worst, at the worst of the worst, and when things were seeming very, very bad, that I tell everybody, I said, I never gave up hope. And it's one thing too, even like with my family, I got, still today, I got family and friends that's, they only okay if I say I'm okay. So, you know, and it kind of helped build my faith, but, you know, even leading up, to this, I had went through a bout of, you know, where they found that I had, first they found that I had cervical cancer. So I went through the process with all of that. Had the hysterectomy, everything. Went through all of that, and in the process of that, they found out that I had breast cancer. Now, in my family gene pool, breast cancer and cervical cancers is both on my mom and my dad's side majorly. We have had a couple family members in my family that has been diagnosed with both. A couple of them that has the mastectomies as well, but it's on both sides of my family, which, you know, it put it in me and my sister gene pool very heavily. So even in going through that, you know, everything had been a battle and a struggle. So I went through that. Then I had to have another minor operation, and I come through that, and everything was looking good and going great. And it had been going great for, I want to say, 12 years. But after that, I started to fall and pass out for no apparent reason. But I started just falling everywhere and passing out. So we knew we had to check it out. So when we checked it out, it brought on another dilemma. But I tell folks, well, if you have ever been in a place where God had to be God in your life, when something else presented itself, I already knew. I knew who my source was. I knew which way I was finna to lean. I knew which direction I was going. So, and that was actually like my solid place. So, but with my solid place, it got me back into doing the DIYs and crafting. And this is my stress reliever. It is my stress reliever like none other. But through it all, I tell everybody, I say, even as we speak, I tell everybody, I say, God's got me, and ain't no need of worrying. I learned, if you're gonna worry, why pray? And if you're gonna pray, why worry? Give it to God, and when He speaks to you and He gives us an answer, or He gives us guidance, because what He did, He guided me through this. And I just when I just moved when he said moved, and I held on to what he said. Even when it looked rocky, I held on to what he said. So I am so very thankful. I really learned the meaning. You know, they say people don't know how to sit back and just smell the roses. And I was like, you know, and I really learned the thing of I says most of us are living, we're existing, but we're not living. So I learned through this process, I begun to learn how to live. Because we exist, so, you know. And that was, you know, my own personal battle, my own personal struggle. But I thank God he has held me here. And he did it for a reason. So you guys, we're getting that on there pretty well. Yep, he kept me here for a reason. So I am so very thankful. I am so very thankful. You know. And I would tell folks, it's like I've been telling um, family now. I was like, I went through survivor's regret or survivor's, it, you know, it's like in life, and you see things happen to people and they don't make it, then, you know, when I started feeling bad at one point, I was like, wait a minute, you know, all of this stuff is happening to people I know, and they not making it, but I'm making it. Survivor's guilt is that's what it was. That's what the doctor said it was. Survivor's guilt. So, and I had to learn how to even deal with that. And I was like, well, okay, you know, first of all, you know, if God didn't bring me this far, why would I feel guilty? But on this spectrum of dealing with stuff, some things we really don't realize the degree of what's in our place, what's set before us. And I tell everybody anyway, trust the process. That's my word across the board. Trust the process. Whatever process God brings you to, just know he'll bring you through. Trust the process. Even if it don't look good, trust the process. Because, you know, we're living life. And we're just overcoming and surviving and just being the best you can be. But just trust the process. But I'm so very thankful. And like I said, I have not stopped crafting and DIY. This is still my outlet. And you just don't know how bad it's been this last month. Sitting and sleeping, sitting and sleeping, sitting and sleeping. Yeah, but I'm so thankful. I am thankful. And I'm also thankful for every one of you. You know, I do know dealing with major issues, I don't take life for granted. Because at one point I truly did, but I no longer take life for granted. You know. And I am enjoying myself. And I can't wait to get back on the full swing of things so I can do a little bit of more stuff. Guys, we're bringing this along. And I probably added a little too much glue in there, but we're going to see. Turning it upside down, and it's turning. And it's turning, turning, turning. I'm going to add a couple of the big ones in there so I can catch it. See there, you guys. Yeah, we're adding it in. But yeah, this is going to be my hurricane candle holder, and this will be a piece for my kitchen, because I know I'm getting ready to do the reveal on that, and also my bedroom tour. I'm waiting on the comforters, not the comforter, the curtains to come in for the bedroom. It told me the 16th, so you should be expecting them around. If they're coming in on the 16th, you will have the video on the 17th. Yep, so and I'm waiting on that to finish that up, because I'm trying to finish because that's my dry, everyone. I'm trying to finish up everything for the fall, because normally for Christmas, I put my Christmas tree up the week before Thanksgiving. That's when I do mine. But I'm gonna start a Christmas series in there too, because it's and I'm gonna show everyone the DIYs and inspiration behind my DIYs that I'm gonna replicate. And I had been playing around with some, so I'm gonna try to replicate quite a few, because this year my plan is to do my Christmas tree in the living room and in the bedroom as well, or one of the bedrooms, to do that as well. So I got a good schedule, I think, set up for what I want to do for Christmas. And you see, guys, we got that portion done. Now we just got the other 3.25 left to glue in, and then, but let's look at our glitter vases. You guys, I think that one actually is covered well. That one is covered good. So we're gonna go ahead. I have a spot on this one. Then I'm going to go ahead and seal it. Let's pour out a little more Mod Podge. And we're gonna go ahead and add this. We're kind of thin right in there. She actually went on well. So we're going to add that back on. Can you see me here? Okay, we're going to add that back on there. And there. So while we're letting that sit, I'm going to pour this back in, and I'm going to go ahead and seal the first one. Now normally, you guys, I like to seal my Cassandra, I purchased my stones from Hobby Lobby, and not Hobby Lobby, Michael's. And I got them when you buy one, get one free, because they're $11.95 for the big container. So I just took this other container and combined it, but I use them a lot. But I get them from Michael's. And I like to Mod Podge spray. I like the spray adhesive, but I'm out. So we're just gonna put it on there. And I know someone asked me, does the Mod Podge sealer dull your pieces. And I found that if you use too much of the glue, it'll give your pieces like this milky look to it. But the sealer, I have never had any issues at all with the sealer. The sealer gives it a real, because it goes on clear and it stays clear. And I will use clear paint, or a clear coat of paint. But because I'm not still moving around like normal, I can't use I'm not outside to use the paint. So I'm going to use my Mod Podge paste. And as you see, I just pour it in. A lot of times I'll pour it on, but I want to make sure that I don't have this heavily coated. So we're just going to add it on. We're just adding it on. We're gonna, and as you can tell, you know, I changed out my kitchen colors. I changed out the decor. But you're going to get to see all of that very soon. And I still held on to the teal or the turquoise. And it's actually a combination between the two. So we're gonna get these ready and dried. And I will tell you, some of your DIYs you do is very time consuming. I have done a couple and said afterwards, I should have just went and bought that. After all of the time I put in with it, it probably would have worked out if I had just went and purchased a piece. But it's worth a shot. I like to see things and think, okay, I think I can make that work. I can give that a try. But you see here how we're getting, and I want to make sure I don't coat it too thick. We just need enough so that we're not having glitter flakes everywhere. So we got that one sealed. We have that one sealed. We're gonna let her dry. That's what we have, you guys. She is sealed. Let me hit the spot here. I saw it twisting her. Okay, I'm gonna let her dry. And while that's sitting, the second one is sitting a little more, we're gonna give this another shot. Yes, Cassandra, God do always have the final word. Yes, he do. And I am so grateful for that. I am so, so grateful. And this time, you guys, I'm not going to add it on in such a vast scale. So I can get these diamonds on here. And we're just going to roll them on there. And I need to get my pick-me-up stick, and because that actually helps me go fairly quick too. And I'm gonna tell you another remedy, you guys, because I do mess with DIYs. I find ways where I can actually do stuff. Um, if you don't have you a pick-me-up stick, get you a skewer. Take the pointed end of the skewer and stick it in your glue. And once you tap the top of the gem, it will pick it up and it will allow you to do wonders as well. I found that out by accident by trying to knock a clump of glue out of my tube that was just sitting, and it started just grabbing everything. So I was like, I wonder if I can make this. I was messing with the rhinestone heels. If you haven't saw that video, check it out. But I was messing with the Nine West shoes I had that I put the rhinestones on. And I took that skewer and I went to town. It does just the same as your pick-me-up stick. So if you're ever having an issue or you're out, because I try to keep 2 of every item that I use on hand. I like to keep the one I use plus a backup. That's just what I try to do in the case, in the event that I need it and I lose something or I can't find it. But that worked wonders for me. So that is another little trick to the trade. And what I'm on a quest for now is trying to figure out which glue that I can use that don't make the diamond seize up, because the glue seizes the diamond up and it gives it a crackle look, which is okay, but I want some of them to have like that pure diamond look on them. So I'm on the quest of that, because I had been trying out different types of glues. So I gotta find one that I think that works well with the gems. That's what I'm working on. Oh, you guys, I got all of this in the way. I got that glue gun on. Now once my piece dry, even if I'm not through with this piece, I will go ahead and add it on, but I just need it dry. So we're going to still just keep adding them on. That is my sister. Yeah. How's everybody's weather been today? We had 82-degree weather, but it was still very windy out, so it actually felt really good. And it's been cold inside of my house, and it's been outside all for the last couple of days. And I'm like, it's getting about time for me, I guess, to adjust my thermostat and go ahead and almost ready to shut it down. Not completely for the winter yet, but she has been cold till I turn on that dryer, and she warmed up very well. Look at you guys. See, we got all of that done. All we're liking to do is from here to here, just that portion, and I want to say maybe that's half of the cup coming up. Gem tack. No, Cassandra, I have not tried gem tack. I am going to have to give that a try, because I've been trying the different versions of the glues, and but I've been trying to see what works and what holds well too. And I will tell you, like for my glue gun, I buy the Walmart glue or the Gorilla Glue. Now I had bought a lot of the dollar store glue, but I did not like it because it gives all of your pieces like a milky look, a real milky or cloudy look, and it might be okay if your pieces are white or clear, but I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan of it, so I used it on some of my pieces, and I was like, well, no, I think I'm done with using this glue. But I'm gonna try that gem tack. And there was another one. Someone told me to use the glue that and if you ever used it, they say use the glue that you used, like the silver and the gold, like the antique paper, like the foil like paper. I can't recall the actual name of it at hand, because I was gonna add some on a furniture, a chair, but they say you have to get that glue in a oil. But someone told me to try that glue. So I don't know. We don't know. We don't know. All right, you guys. I think I am beeping. I thought I was fully charged. You see here, we are working this out. Team effort. A good team effort. And we're gonna add on just a little bit more. And what I'm gonna do is this, because my thing is beeping. I thought I was fully charged, but I guess I wasn't. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work this piece and start the next one as well. But no sooner as I get them dry, if it ain't, it's 8:40. If my time is not too late, I'm gonna come back and finish, because I got a little bit of time. But she's beeped and told me she's down to 15%. Yep. So what we're gonna hurry up and get this piece done. At least that's what I'm attempting to do. We can hurry up and get these pieces added in. And you guys, I keep my towel on my table, for if you see when I get something on my hand, I go to the side and wipe it off. That has been what worked for me, especially messing with all of the glues and stuff, because I'm still hands-on. I still have to get my hands inside of all of that stuff. So it works out good for me. Come on. But we are getting this up. That's one of my tricks. I like the clear, yes, the clear tacky glue is, and I'm gonna, Cassandra, I'm gonna show you a picture that I used to create, made it like wall art, that I used that clear tacky glue. And you know, like the starburst pictures they're doing, I have one here in my home, but I use that clear tacky glue to give me the definition of my design. And I'm gonna actually have to show that. And you probably may get to see it too with the purge coming up on the 21st of this month. Kimberly Davis, the purge, because I am using the purge as the excuse to get rid of all kind of stuff. I was like, well, go ahead and get it out, especially after she come up with that, because I had said I had been needing to actually clear some stuff out, Because I tell you, DIYers and crafters, if a lot of times we can be borderline hoarders with decor. I'm just saying, we can be borderline hoarders with decor because you have to keep your decor for your different seasons and stuff. And I do know, and I don't, if it's not this one's for the fall, it'll definitely be the one for the, well, no, with the fall, the winter one, the next one, because I got to go out to my storage building and it is overloaded. It's like I've had stuff packed in that building. It's like it's time to get this thing cleaned out and done. So I'm using the purge as my reason to definitely get rid of stuff that I just had sitting. And you know, you'll go back and use it, but you know, we as crafters, we'll have some stuff. See there, you guys, we're working that around pretty quick. So we're gonna get that on, and we're gonna get all of this on and get it ready to seal. Yep, get it ready to seal. Let's turn her back upside down and let her glue run down again. So this works for me. I miss you, Cassandra. Yes, I am using it. I know my husband told me, though, he was like, now listen, since you want to throw stuff away, I hope you're not getting ready to buy a whole lot more stuff. I told him I'm gonna do, well, not saying that I'm gonna do less shopping in 2020, but I told him in 2020 I'm gonna make my money accomplish a lot more because I'm gonna still shop, but I'm gonna let it accomplish much more. So I told him I won't spend as much, but that don't mean I'm gonna be shopping less, because I tell you, retail therapy is a good thing. I'm waiting on retail therapy right now. I'm just waiting on the go ahead for my leg, and we are going shopping. I'm actually, when he do clear me, I'm actually going to Burlington, because I know they have started their sales, and right now can't do anything, so I'm waiting. It's just a waiting process. So once I do, I am ready. But yeah, I cleaned out, I got rid of a lot of the, like the large wall decor and the little table accessories, some curtains, and I'm pulling out the curtains and comforters. I'm pulling all of that out. I already went through and I had started before I done the surgery. I had got all of the clothing and got it out. And I tell you guys, I take if I don't find stuff that if I don't have stuff that I can gift, or normally I tell everybody, I say, listen, I'm getting rid of decor, I'm getting rid of this. First come, first serve. Whoever gets to the house can get it, or a lot of times they will, well, I want this piece or that piece. But like now, I still have, I probably got 10 pieces now sitting in my back room waiting on my niece to come back and pick up. Well, I can't, even on that, I can't take it. I need it out of my space. So I told her, I said, well, once I get mobile, and if you're not getting this stuff picked up, I'll take a lot of stuff to, I used to take it to the Goodwill, and I'm not a fan of taking them, I'm just not a fan of taking them stuff. I said, because everything they get, you know, some of the price tags, and I don't know if it's everybody's Goodwill or is it just mine, they have pictures in there that's $80 and $90. You know, and I was like, if everything is donated, and I said, I thought, you know, it was really to help people, because it's a lot of people. And I know sometimes I go and I'm just buying to buy because it's just what I want at the time. But there are a lot of people that is actually in there shopping that need it and don't have the money like that to buy it. So I was like, you know, they have major price tags on just about everything. So when we had St. Michael's uh, uh, Catholic Church here in my area, they opened up a thrift store. So that's where I started taking my donations to. And I tell everybody, you know, give your, if you, especially giving donations, give it to where it's actually going to be, you know, really used or in a position where it can really help someone. So that's one of the reasons why I do like them, because I do know they have certain days on there. If you know, the single girls, if you're moving and you don't have money to furnish your home, they give them vouchers to go in there and let them get like furniture for their house and little stuff like that. So you know, I really like that. So that's why I am definitely a advocate for them. You guys, I told you we are winding this down. This glass is almost finished, so we have gemmed this thing up. And I see my niece is on here. She ain't chatting yet. She told me she was going to tell me the best way to DIY some pieces. I would tell you, messing with my decor, I'm gonna bring Romella, my nephew. Romella is, I think, eight. My nephew at 8 years old has an eye for decor, but also my niece Angel. And Angel is 13. And when I realized, I was like, okay, they got a taste and a style for decor. I was like, it's gifts. It made me realize that, you know, when we see our children, a lot of times we see they have gifts, but we don't really nurture that part of that gift for them. Because if I'm messing, or what I call it messing when I'm doing stuff in my house, but when I'm doing pulling out decor and changing stuff around, you know, a lot of times they'll be in, if they're here, they was like, that looks good, but this right here, that looks good, but so they have an eye for it. So I told my sister, I was like, you know what? You know, and the scripture tells us, say, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. And I said, I say that scripture resonated with me because it made me think. I was like, we be training the children in ways that is not the way for them to go. And I say, especially at a young age, at 8 years old and 13, I can turn them loose and put the core in a spot and tell them to decorate something out, and they will decorate it out. So I was like, no, I know it's a gift. I say, so we gotta work on their gifts. So I told him and I'm gonna do that because he's like right now, he had been excited about coming on the YouTube. But he says, we going on the YouTube? But he had been excited about coming on the YouTube and, you know, doing a couple crafts of decor. So, but I am going to do that. We are going to do that. We're going to get him stationed in and, you know, work on that gift. And that's just not for little people too, it's for grown people, you know. So when you see someone that's got a gift, we should actually be helping them perfect it. And especially with the children, because they are the next generation. They are what's God is still raising them up. Yes, He is. So I told him we're gonna help perfect his gift and her gift. But she's turning 13, and I was like, okay, she's then got to that age where she's really liking the boys. But we've all been there. She's really liking the boys. So I told her we gotta work on you know, letting her find who she is, but steering her in the right direction. I tell everybody, you can steer people in a direction too. Man, y'all have helped me get this done without the pick-me-up stick. So I'm telling you, see how we're working us around, and I'm hitting my hand in the glue every time, but we're finalizing it. And that is looking like this. She still ain't completely dry, but she's about dry. And see here too, you guys, I know that light is hitting it, but you see here with the white here, and you do see that is the glue. This is one of the things, like I say, that and it's pretty dry. That's the reason why I do like to use the to not have the white markings in it. But we're still going to work it out. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the beads for it as well. And this is all we have left, you guys. That is it. That is all we have left. So we're going to hurry up and finish this piece out. And then I'm going to show you with the beads and everything on this one here exactly what we are going to do to complete this piece. And I may just may. And I know I have the top of the other one, but we're not going to do that one on camera. We're going to finish it after this one. And I think I may try to finish it, I may try to still finish it tonight. It's probably been maybe what, about 35 minutes we've been messing with this piece. And it's Anne Lachey, that's who it was. Anne Lachey, that wanted to see a piece done in real time. And I see she's still on. Miss Ann, this is a piece done in real time. And it still depends on your piece as well. You know, and I tell you too, you guys, even doing this, and I do know, I do think for us like adding the gems, that I kind of add them on quicker than the normal person. I think I go fairly quick with adding on the gems. That's whatever get in my hand is what I'm using and what's working. So that's it, Miss Ann. We are bringing this piece almost to a close, but not finished. And I definitely wanted y'all to see what this adds to this because I use the beads in two different ways on this piece here. And I am also doing some, I think I have found a company I had been looking for about a year for a glass company that does all types and all sizes of glass that I can buy and buy in bulk. And you guys, I think I have found the one. And if I have, and if they're willing to work with me and give me good deals, I'm actually gonna bring the company to you guys so you can therefore in turn order whatever pieces you need as well. But I had been on the lookout for the last year. I was looking for a company or a place. I was like, it didn't even matter where I could, long as I can get my pieces ordered, because I still kind of like, I do like odd looking pieces, and I do like oversized pieces as well. So that was one of the things that I was really trying to find. So I do think I have found them. We've been emailing back and forth, and I got actually another email yesterday from them that I'll reach back out with them on Monday. So if I've got that in place, I'm definitely bringing it to my YT family, especially for crafters. So when you're wanting to do crafts, or you might have something specific, because I had been looking for some specific type of pieces that I saw them online, and I did not bookmark the site. And I could not go back to it because the name, what I thought they was called, that wasn't the actual name of them. But I says, by me doing crafts and decor stuff, I need somewhere anyway where I can like buy my pieces at a better price. See here, you guys, this is it. This is the final run, and I need one of the tiny ones to fit in there, and one more to fit in there. All right, there you guys, you see, we have completed that whole piece, and even though it's wet, my glue gun is still hot. So let me let you see what we are going to do. We'll just get this out of the way. Move my gems out of the way. And what I'm doing with this is this, you guys. We're just going to turn her over. And I do E6000. And I put my E6000 kind of in the center. And I always use, most of the time, a trail of the hot glue, because I be wanting a right now stick. And I just do the outside with the hot glue. Turn her upside down. We're going to add her on. I'm just going to add a little bit of pressure. I'm going to stand her back up. And the purpose of the bead is we're going to line her around the neck. We're going to line her around the neck. So we're going to do that. So we're just adding our hot glue there. Adding her on. Just adding more hot glue. we almost got her this at the finish line. So we got her added all the way around. Can you see that, you guys? But we got her added all the way around. Then what I'm doing next with her is I'm going to dress her up, running her from top to bottom. And that's not going to be long enough. So I'm going to add her in. Glue her down. We're still not through with the beads yet, you guys. They tell me that I got on some of my pieces, they say you want pieces that look like real people. I was like, I didn't really realize that. Well, then I did look at some of my pieces where that I would give a piece the look of a, like it could have been a person with some clothes on. Like this piece give me the thought of a lady in a dress. So we got that. So we got the gold around the neck, the bead going down. Then we're gonna take some of the single pieces, and I need some single pieces here. I got the glue everywhere on my hand. I'm just gonna cut them. And once we cut these, now once I cut them, what I'm doing with the single pieces, you guys, is I am, get that off. Then I'm gonna go in and just randomly find me a spot to add my bead. And it's gonna be my pop of gold, or whatever color you want to choose. It's just gonna be your pop of color throughout the piece, because I told you I did change. You saw when I did I think getting rid of the old, I was changing out my all the colors, getting ready for the fall. So all I did was I took the white out, and I did add in the gold. So all I do is I just find spots where I can add the beads on. And there's no particular place, just wherever I see a look like, well, one should be right here. That's the way I will add it. So, you guys, this light up above is, I don't think it's letting you see what's going on, but we're going to do a close up picture of it. And I'm going to let you see, because this is going to be our final product right here. And I just wanted to add a pop of that gold through there, because I needed the pops of gold with my color that's in my kitchen right now. I'm gonna probably need maybe 4 or 5 more pieces. Then we're gonna let finish off the other one. So that's all I'm doing. We will add that in right there. You guys, that is hot. And that's what she looks like, you guys. And too, like I say, well, I was gonna let you see where I was finna place it, but it was gonna require me to get up off of this leg. But that concludes this live DIY, and I'm gonna finish the other one. Then you will see where all of this is placed here very soon, and it should be on this upcoming week for my full kitchen reveal. All right, everyone. Thank everyone for watching and still supporting. Still, don't forget to like, comment, and share. That's the way we continue to. Thank you, Cassandra. I'm liking. I don't know, for some reason this year I am partial to the holographic glitter, especially with this blue. And I think that's what really made me go into fall colors this year, because I am really loving this particular color and my designs with my glitter. So I'm actually happy with it. So I do thank you, Cassandra, for your support. You've been rocking with me for a while. And I would tell all of you, everyone, when I see your name, I can remember when I see the name, I was like, oh, that's Cassandra. But I do thank you, Cassandra. I don't forget you, so never ever think that when I see your name pop up, or I was like, okay. But I really appreciate all of your support, because you've been here for a while, and I appreciate it almost since right at the very beginning. So I do thank you very much for that. And also to you guys, you do know that how we do get our channel to grow is from the likes, the comments, especially the sharing and thumbing up the videos. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. Let's continue to help each other grow and be successful here on this platform. And you know, everyone, I still could not go without saying always, always, always be positive so you can remain productive and stay positioned to make your next move your best move. I will see you all in another upcoming video. Bye, everyone.